Hi people, it's me, Anja, my pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new recent reads video. I'm not exactly sure when exactly this video is going to be published. Today is January 20th, just because getting back into the grind with my work schedule was much harder than expected, and then being sick made things delay a little bit. So I apologize that my video schedule this month has not been as consistent as it should have been. So anyway, without any further ado, the first book on this list is called Dungeons and Drama. This story is a fun YA contemporary following a young main character who's fake dating her new coworker. Honestly, I rated this book 3 stars because it was exactly what I expected it to be. It's a fun, sweet romance with good characters, a well-developed plot, good family dynamics, all those fun, good things. However, there was nothing objectively bad or glaringly problematic or anything like that about this book. It's just that it was nothing deeper than that. If all you want is a good, nice, cute, fluffy rom-com, in a sense, not only in a sense of being comedic, but in a sense of having a good, solid romance, then this book is exactly what you need. It's just that for me personally, when I read a good romance-driven story, I need other things too. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but basically I rated the story 3 out of 5 stars, so take that as you will. The next book on this list is called Somewhere in the Deep. This story is a YA fantasy following a young South Asian main character who's joining a rescue mission in the mines for the erasure of her parents' debt. This story is absolutely so excellent and it's so well done. And I really, really enjoyed it. It was so awesome and just so good. First of all, the world building was incredible and it was so interesting and it was so awesome. I can imagine everything that was happening around them. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. I love the group dynamics so much. The romance is so well developed and so well paced. I just really, really enjoyed every single second of this fun adventure. It was so good. The friendships are so lovely and so wonderful. The world building, like I said, is so fantastic. The magic is awesome. This book takes place, I believe, around the same time as the author's debut, so you can read them both separately, if I'm not mistaken. This book does not serve as a sequel, in case you were wondering, or really a companion novel, since the characters don't really know each other, but this character knows of the other one. And I think this book technically spoils the other one, but I'm not completely sure. But anyway, the point is, this book is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. And I really, really enjoyed it. I had pretty low expectations prior to reading this book, just because I rated the author's debut, Monsters Born and Made, 3 stars last year. So I wasn't exactly expecting to rate this book anything higher than that. But I did, because I rated it 4 stars, because I really, really enjoyed it. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called I Hope This Doesn't Find You. This story is a YA contemporary following an East Asian main character whose hate mail accidentally gets sent out, and it's marketed as Never Have I Ever meets To All the Boys I've Loved Before. So imagine my surprise when this book was one of my most anticipated 2024 new releases, yet it is also one of the most disappointing books that I read this year. Also, in case you were wondering, this book comes out February 6th, and I found an ARC, so I read it immediately. But unfortunately, and maybe it's because I read an ARC, which is an advanced reader's copy, so I didn't really read a final copy. But everything in this book felt extremely underdeveloped and underwhelming. Everything about it, from the family dynamics to the romance to the friendships to the main plot story to the concept itself. Everything about it felt so extremely underdeveloped, because everything needed more time and more attention and just more scenes together, if that makes any sense. And the story was over before any of those plot points really got the attention and the time and the reception. I don't know if that makes any sense, that they really needed. Again, this is my first time reading an ARC, so maybe I should have waited until it came out February 6th. But I was just so excited to read it, and I kind of regret reading it. So anyway, I don't even know if any of that makes any sense, but basically I rated this book 3 out of 5 stars, so take that as you will. The next book on this list is called Most Ardently. This story is a YA historical fiction retelling of Pride and Prejudice, where the main character is a transgender man in the 1800s, and so the romance is gay. So we love that for them. The representation was so awesome and it was so well done. However, despite that, I felt like the characters didn't really have much chemistry between them, and the story felt very wishy-washy. However, so is the original. So this book is definitely marketed for fans of Pride and Prejudice, of which I am not. And what I realized through reading this book is that the next time that I read a retelling, either I need to absolutely love the original, which is why I love Self-Made Boys so much, or I need to have little to no knowledge of the original, which is why I really enjoyed Into the Bright Open, because I don't really remember the events of The Secret Garden. At least I didn't when I read that book. So basically, I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but basically for me, I didn't really absolutely love this book that much because they just needed more development and more time and more attention, like, together. I don't know, I guess that's a recurring theme in this video. But anyway, the point is, I enjoy this book, but I didn't love it. I have beef with Jane Austen because I don't think Pride and Prejudice is that good, but I do understand the historical context behind it. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why she's so widely celebrated. I just don't like her books. I digress. The point is, I rated this book 3 out of 5 stars, so take that as you will. The next book on this list is called Coyote Queen. This story is a middle grade contemporary following a young main character who enters a beauty pageant in the hopes of winning money so that she can escape from her abusive stepdad. This book was really, really good, and I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it much more than I was really expecting to, although I don't quite remember why I had really low expectations. But, like, this book was so good. The plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The family dynamics felt so authentic and so well done. The friendships were so wholesome and so lovely and so wonderful. All the characters truly felt like real people, and I just love them so much. This book also has some, like, magical realism elements to them that were incorporated really, really well. Sometimes magical realism feels too abstract for me, but within the parameters of this story, it worked really, really well. I just really, really enjoyed this book so much, and I will gladly read the author's other books. So anyway, all that to say, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars. I would highly, highly recommend it. So, in conclusion, January has been a solid reading month so far. Not amazing, but not mid, so I'll take it. Anyway, in conclusion, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the mango emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!